Everybody, how are you doing? I'm just trying to grab your attention here. It's really weird. It's early evening here. I'm just standing under a light pole, and you can see there's a light pole right up there, and we've got the beautiful city backdrop in here. Cannot believe that we are in the middle of winter where I'm standing right now in Brisbane, Australia. Here I am in my t-shirt, 6 o'clock in the evening, in the middle of winter. So this is crazy. So it is warm and the mosquitoes are out. And let me tell you, for those of you who don't know Australian mosquitoes, they're like helicopters up here in Brisbane, especially along the river. They'll pick you up and carry you away. And for some crazy reason, they are still around and we are in winter. So whilst I'm talking to you, I am sharing the food group, or my food group, with the local insect life here on the Brisbane River. So with that, what am I talking about? 4 things that if you get these 4 things right, you're in business. If you don't get these 4 things right, you are actually not in business. So the first thing, number 1, is what problem are you solving? And when I say problem, it's not just, it has to be a problem that the market is either spending money to try and figure out. They're already spending money, they just haven't been able to get it done right. They're frustrated, maybe through a lack of knowledge, maybe through a lack of technical ability, maybe through a lack of understanding of how they should be targeting their customers in the market if you're selling marketing services. But you've got to have a problem. In our market, in our agency, the problem that our market has is there's diminishing rate of opportunities through referrals, and so what's happening is that they have to find a way to get direct access to patients, and one of the fastest way to do that is to go through using Facebook strategies and a few other types of campaigns to go and get direct access. So we know what the problem is. You need to know what the problem is for the market or the types of businesses that you want to be helping. The second thing is you just want one simple, clear offer. One simple, clear offer. What I mean by one offer, don't offer multiple services. Don't say I can do websites and SEO and Facebook ads and AdWords and we do everything. Right? You don't want to do that. You want to go to the market with one offer that you know that they may have an interest in. So if I was going to be in the business or the agency game, if I was just kind of starting out, or if I've been offering multiple services, I would just pick one of my services, one that I know will get the best possible result for my market. So in our case, we just offered a Facebook ad funnel for back pain. That's it. Back pain funnel. Back pain funnel. So the physical therapists wanted patients who had back pain, and so we built a funnel that attracted back pain patients for physical therapists. So we would go to the physical therapist and say, hey, we've got a automated funnel or automated system to introduce or invite people who have back pain to come directly to your practice. Would you like to see our automated process and system that generates back pain patients for physical therapists? So we have one clear offer. We had one offer, right, to go to the market. So that's the second thing. We know what the problem is, not enough, struggling to get patients or struggling to get direct access to patients. We know what the offer is. Hey, you want patients who've got back pain, and you want those people with back pain to come to you first. We've got a way in which we can introduce you to those patients directly. G'day, Simon, good to see you here. Directly, we've got ways to introduce those patients directly to you, right, first, as opposed to going elsewhere. We want to make you first choice. So would you like to know our system that gets back pain patients for your physical therapy practice? And they would say, yes, we would like to see that. So one problem, one offer. One problem, one offer. Now, who will benefit? In our instance, we have a specific physical therapy practice owner that we would target, right? We're not looking at small, independent, local solo practitioner practices. They don't work with us, they don't have the money, they can't afford us, and we would overwhelm them with patients, and so it wouldn't work. It would actually it would be counterproductive for us to send them a bucket load of patients because they couldn't handle them. So we have to work with practices that have a certain capacity, have more than 3 or more registered physical therapists in treatment, have the ability to scale within their current practice, or have the ability to have a secondary or a multi-practice business. The fact that they want to get direct access patients to their practices, very important, and they want a system, or they want to systemize their marketing. So we know who we're targeting, who will benefit the most. So same thing, what's the problem you're solving? What is the offer? What is the one clear offer that you're making to solve that problem, right? Who will benefit the most? right? Maybe types of businesses might benefit the most. If you do contractors are multi-markets, but you can niche down within the contractor market. So who will benefit the most from what you do? And the last piece is you have to know that you can help them get a result with the service that you're offering. You have to have a rough idea of the types of results that you can generate by offering your services. And the only way you're going to find out is by offering it to them, but more importantly, having a fundamental process and a system or a step-by-step process that you take to be able to deliver your service. Now, you don't have to deliver it. You can hire somebody else to deliver it as a business. A lot of people are getting the agency game. The fastest way to grow is not for you to do fulfillment, but to actually get a service provider who's really good at the fulfillment part, already has systems and processes, will charge you a flat fee or a fee for service that you can then place your margin on top of, and that you can scale and you can grow. So they're the 4 things that you need. You need to know that you're solving a problem that is in demand. Secondly, you need one clear offer. That's the second thing. The third thing that you need is you need to understand who the avatar, who will benefit the most from what you have to offer. And number 4 is you have to understand the results that you're going to deliver to your customers that you're aiming for, or the target you're aiming for. If you have these 4 things, you've got a level of certainty. That means that you know that you can help people. And if you've got a level of certainty, that will give you confidence to go out into the market, right? So from clarity comes certainty, from certainty comes confidence, from confidence you start to succeed and you start to grow. Now here's what happens, and this is where most people make the mistake. The opposite occurs. When you're not clear about the problem, the offer, the avatar, the result, when you're not clear, you're going to be uncertain. And when you're uncertain, you lack confidence. And when you lack confidence, you are not going to go out there and share with the marketplace. And so this is why these 4 things are primarily key and very important. And these are the things that I talk about to my consulting champions so that they can scale and they can grow. G'day, who's that? Ben. G'day. Ben Pottinger, good to see you here, mate. So these are the things that I talk to my consulting champions to actually get full clarity, full understanding, so that they can leverage and catapult the marketplace. And let me tell you, that can happen really, really fast. What I've just shared, those 4 things, if all you need to do is pull each piece apart and spend a little bit of time on each section getting clear. What's the problem? How do I find the problem? Well, it's really easy. Who's already spending money on marketing, right? Or who's already spending money on the service that you're offering? How much are they spending? Why are they spending that? What sort of results are they getting? These are all things that you can ask. You can even Google some of these sorts of answers. You can even go and see what people are searching for, where they're paying attention, what types of clients they're trying to generate. It's not hard to figure out what those problems are, because what you want to do is you want to solve the problem of where people are already spending money. Where are they spending money to solve that problem? And people who are spending a lot of money to solve that problem is where you want to go, right? So if I was in AdWords, I wouldn't be targeting rinky-dink businesses that are doing small budget AdWord campaigns. I would target businesses that have $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 a month AdWord campaigns, because I know in most cases, a lot of those campaigns are probably not even optimized correctly. And the fact that they are willing to invest that kind of money shows you that it is a big area that they need to focus on. Right? So where are people spending money? It's not difficult to find what the problem is. Ask a few questions, talk to business owners, find out what's going on, find out where they need help, find out where they're frustrated, why they're frustrated with the current or the past service offerings that they've had. And then you can solve that problem. So now we've got the problem, now we've got to come up with an offer. Well, the offer is the solution to the problem, right? Well, if you've experienced these things, why don't we work on ways of making the opposite happen, right? If you've experienced that you've been spending money on Facebook ads and you haven't been getting the right sort of leads, or you haven't been getting the number of leads that you'd like to for inquiry, or you're not converting the leads, let's find out what's going on so that we can devise a plan so that we can maximize your opportunity to get the result. Right? So for us, it was a back pain funnel where we get direct access patients coming to you for back pain, not going to a doctor, not going to a chiropractor, not going to an osteopath, but coming to you, Mr. Physical Therapist. That was our offering, right? So that crafted our offer because the frustration or the problem was referrals were diminishing from doctors, lots of competition opening up in the marketplace. They're not first choice in the marketplace. These are all the problems. We solved that problem with our offering, with our solution. right? Then who? Now, we couldn't do it with small people because small practices didn't have the budget, couldn't afford, and we couldn't make any money at a lower budget market. We would have to work with too many practices and work our margins on volume, which is a really stupid idea unless you get your margins productized and right. That takes time to be able to do that effectively. Wow, I look like a clown here in the dark. I might as well just do this where you can actually see my face and see my eyes. So then we go to who can we work with. In our case, we needed to work with larger practices or multi-practices, or practices have the ability to scale within their current market. They're the people who we're able to work with. So we chose to work with them. We went to them and said, hey, this is the problem. Here's an idea. Are you interested? And more often than not, people said, yeah, we want to have a look at this system of yours that gets back pain patients and makes us first choice, right? Because we targeted the problem and we crafted the offer. Then we knew we could get the result. We knew that we could, if we got a certain amount of ad spend between $1,000 and $1,500, we knew that we could get 80 to 120 people to put up the hand and say, I've got back pain, I need help, right? We knew by running our tests on campaigns to see how we could get that volume. We knew that we'd build a consistency. We knew that we could do testing and measuring and A/B split testing, that we improved our offer, we improved our data, and as we grew, we started with one client, then we started with 5, then from 5 we went to 15, and from 15 we went to 45. Big jumps. We worked out how to automate our processes so we could onboard larger groups of clients, and the reason why is because we only had one offer and only solved one problem, which meant we needed one system, right? Hopefully you're getting the point or getting the idea here, and this enabled us to scale and grow, so much so that now in 4 years we've got over 230 clients across 3 different continents in those different markets, whether they be small cities, small towns, big cities, big locations. We've got them everywhere, and we have systems and processes to retain and keep those clients. And we've been able to build a significant asset that has opened up the door to opportunities that are forever presenting themselves in a way that we can really do some amazing things with our business. Thank you, Simon. I really appreciate you sharing that with me, saying that this is super smart. Yes, let me tell you, it took 37 years of my life to get it right, to figure it out. Well, actually, it was less than that. It was about 30 years. 30 years of my life to figure that out, and to be in multiple businesses and do this a few times to know that this is a method and this is a formula. And it's not for everybody. To run a small business, you only need, in this game, if you've got some clients paying you at least $3,000 to $5,000 a month, if you worked with 10 clients, you're going to be making $30,000 to $50,000 a month. That's $360,000 to $600,000 a year. Your take home on that is going to be roughly $400,000 out of the $600,000 business, $260,000 out of the $360,000 business, once you take into consideration costs and team and marketing and those sorts of things. So you can build a really comfortable lifestyle with a small business and a very small team, maybe 2 people and a resource partner that does delivery, and working with perhaps 10 or so, 10 or 12, 20, 10 or 15 clients. You can do really well and live very comfortably, and that creates a nice income, and that is a small business. And some people aspire to just having that. That would be cool if you had 30 to 50 grand. Some people aspire to something a little bit bigger. Some people aspire because they want to build a 7-figure business. Only 3% of the market ever make it to 7 figures, and only 1% of those ever make it to 5 million. From $1 million to 5 million. Only 1% of those that make it to 7 figures, $1 million, ever make it to 5 million, and then 1% of those ever make it to 10 or more in the marketplace. The percentages, as they, from a growth point of view, get smaller because the responsibilities and what it takes to get that done changes as well. It gets bigger as well as you go along, because you have to change who you are. You've got to change the way you do business, how you serve your clients. You become a leader of your business as opposed to somebody who's in delivery. You now have to lead a team, and then you have to teach your team how to lead a team so that you can scale and grow. And so you can actually go away on vacation and know that when you come back from vacation, because you didn't answer any emails, because you didn't take any phone calls, because you didn't put any fires out, that when you came back, your business was still generating clients, it was still growing, it was still adding value, and you were still generating funds for your business. That is the definition of a real business, one that is working for you, not one that you are working for it, right? But to get there, you're going to go and jump through some hoops and milestones that everybody has to jump through. So everybody's at a different place, everybody's in a distant stage. The $1 Million Business isn't for everybody, but you can do really well and build a lifestyle business out of what I've just shared with this group. Right, what I've just shared with you, getting super clear about the problem, getting super clear about the offer, getting clear about the avatar, who will benefit the most, then getting clear about the result that you're going to generate for the market. That is the cornerstone of your business. Without those clarity pieces, it's very difficult. You actually don't have a business. And if you don't have those bits and pieces in place, you don't have a business. So if you want a business, got to have those 4 things. Right? So with that, hope you got a lot out of this. If you want to go and check out more of my stuff, go to consultingunleashed.com. You can download a 5-series video that I actually shot on the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City, from one end of the bridge to the other. I did a whole course, a mini course on how you can accelerate the process of generating clients. If you go to consultingunleashed.com, you can go over there, download that course. It's free. There is no money to be spent, no credit card to be dropped, but it will give you some direction, some focus if you're looking to scale and build an entrepreneurial business. So I really appreciate you watching. Thank you, Simon, Ben. Can't see who else is here. We've got a few other people on here, but I appreciate you watching the video. I know that I did it in the dark. I know it's a little bit hazy down here. I'm standing in the light, in the darkness, all by myself. What a cool thing to do, or crazy thing to do. But with that, thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the future videos. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Simon, for putting up the link. I really appreciate that, mate. So consultingunleashed.com. Thank you very much. Download the 5-step course. I look forward to seeing you on future videos. Appreciate all your comments and your feedback. Hope you get a lot out of these videos because I will keep making them. If you've got any questions, ask some questions here. I always check. I will go back. I will comment, and I'll also perhaps even craft a video for you personally if you want to help. If you want my help on these videos. Take care. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.